Lose 6 kilos in 6 weeks challenge guaranteed. 3 things will stop you from losing weight. Number 1 here is you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. The second reason here is you don't have time. The third reason holding you here is dieting is hard. You don't know what to eat. Now with this program, there are promises that I give you here. Number 1, we solve this issue first. You don't know what to do. We start with a body biometric assessment. This assessment shows us exactly where you are, and based on that, we build up a blueprint that takes us where you need to go. The second thing that we do here, when you don't know what to do, based on the assessment, we structure and build a personalized training program. Number 3, most people that go to gyms get very confused because if you've never done weights or if you don't have money to pay a trainer, you get confused, you end up running on the treadmill. So what we do here, we have what we call fitness marshals. These are your trainers. Anytime you come to the gym, you have these people that are consistently making sure that you work out. And then you don't have time. Most of our workouts, all we need you to come is 3 times 45 minutes a week. That is roughly 1.5 hours, which is 90 minutes. The exact time it takes you to watch a full Netflix movie for you to become fit. We start with a fitness test. Fitness test takes you 30 minutes. With this, you starting your fitness and you starting your program at the right level. There's no guesswork, There's no guesswork at all. And then we use what we call HEAT training system. And what this simply means is that your program is compressed. Program, we include 3 things. Number 1, we need to make sure that your heart is strong and fit. And this is where we bring in cardiovascular training. Number 2, for you to burn fat and for you to consistently become a fat burner, we have to bring in weights. So HEAT training simply means that we bring in a combination of weights and cardio at the same time, and then flexibility. It's useless for you to be fit, it's useless for you to be strong, but you can't move. Because as you get older, one thing that stops a lot of people from becoming fitter or enjoying going to gym is being stiff and consistently being in pain. So our HEAT training system covers all those things. In those 45 minutes, we make sure that we get your heart strong. We make sure that we build muscle so that you consistently keep on burning fat, whether you inside or outside the gym. And we're doing in consistently stretching, because most of you sit at work, you sit long hours, to make sure that you don't end up having pain in your knees, you don't end up having pain in your lower back, in your shoulders. So that covers that in terms of time. Everything is compressed. Dieting. The first thing that we start with this is we have what we call the 7-day insulin reset. 7-day insulin reset. Irrespective of how hard you work, irrespective of how you eat, there's only one hormone that determines if you're going to put on weight or lose weight, if you're going to put on muscle or put on fat, and that is insulin. So the first 7 days, of this eating plan is to make sure that we reverse your insulin. We bring down your insulin. And what that simply does is we turn you from being what you call a sugar burner into a fat burner. As long as you're burning or using sugar as your main source of fuel, it doesn't matter how many hours you spend in the gym. You can run on that treadmill till you're blue in the face. You can lift those weights all day long. You will end up losing weight. You'll end up getting fitter, but your body composition is not going to change because the sponsoring hormone, which is insulin, in your body is high, and in being high, it keeps on sending the signal to your body consistently, asking your body to burn fat. Second thing here is what we call macronutrient cycling. Macronutrient cycling. Now, what this means is most diets, eating plans will always tell you carbohydrates are bad, fats are bad, don't eat fruits, only eat meat. But over time, that down-regulates your metabolism. We have what we call the T3 levels in your thyroid that are responsible for how fast or how slow your metabolism is. But what we're doing when it comes to micronutrient cycling, we cycle how much carbohydrates you eat on those days based on the intensity of the training. So we're not cutting out carbs completely. We only cut out carbs in the first 7 days so that we can reset your insulin. But going forward, we bring in this massive big feeds of carbohydrates. 1, to replenish your glycogen levels. 2, to keep your strength levels up. 3, to cut you out from feeling that consistently. If you deny it, if somebody tells you you'll never eat a pizza, they tell you you'll never eat rice, there is a chance that you will end up eating that. And thirdly, to increase your thyroid T3 levels so that consistently you keep on burning fat. And then here, dieting, we make it much fun because we have what we call nutrition holidays. We have what we call nutrition holidays. These are the days when you eat or you take in whatever poison of choice. These are the days you eat the foods that most other diets frown upon. But I need you to be able to eat a hamburger. I need you to be able to eat a cheesecake. I need you to be able to do whatever that you do. Then when you get on the scale next day, your weight is gone down and automatically your body fat percentage is dropped. So those becomes the 3 things that makes it much, much easier for you to do that. Now, this is a system. This is not just a challenge. It's not just a gym program. This system, we call it the 3M system. And what this means, the 3M system, the first M here is metabolism. The first system here is metabolism. Metabolism is the rate at which your body burns fats. It breaks down the fats, the foods that you eat. Rather than you storing it as fat, it breaks it down so that it can be used as your main source of fuel. And that means it gets stored in your muscle cells. The second one here is your mindset. It is impossible to lose weight if you're in the wrong mindset. If you believe that you can never get thin, if you believe that you can never get fit, if you believe that you've got your mother's genes, if you believe that it's because of your age you look the way you are, we have to change that belief system because you keep on ending up fighting against yourself. And then here, number 3, so number 1 in metabolism, we have your mindset, and then we have what we call movement. Training is only 20 to 25% of you losing weight. And the main reason, I'm not going to sit here and abuse your intelligence by telling you what are the benefits of training, because training, number 1, is you need cardio health. You need your heart is the only organ that will beat from the very first day you took in your first breath until the last day you take your last breath. So it needs to be functional. It needs to consistently be strong. Secondly, we train so that we can change our body composition. And what I mean by that is, if you fit, your muscles, your skeletal muscle is high, and you can tell that from doing our assessment because it will show the amount of protein in your body. High protein means health. High body fat means ill health. So when it comes to movement, we're using movement to get your heart strong. We're using movement to change your body composition, which means we want to increase your skeletal muscle and downgrade your fat muscles. And in doing that, the third thing we need to do is change the shape of your body. This is 50 grams of muscle. That is 50 grams of fat. And you can see just by using this analogy how much it changes the shape of your body. So you can still weigh the same on the scale. But when people look at you visually, the person that weighs 50 kilos is untrained. The person that weighs 50 kilos that is trained. The 50 kilo trained person looks half the size with more aesthetics, smaller waistline, tight stomach, tight bum, nice chiseled cheekbones, because the body composition is totally different. So this becomes the main system that we're using when it comes to this program. Guarantees. I can guarantee you, I'm right-handed, and this is the hand that I use when it comes to all my physical activities. I can guarantee you that if you stick to the protocol and you don't lose the weights that we've agreed on in the beginning in the given specified time, we will do your biometric assessment and I will train you. And my team will train you until you get the way we agreed on. And I'm saying that without flinching and looking you straight in the eye, because this is a guarantee. This is how I make a living. This is how I feed my family. This is how I pay my rent. I'm guaranteeing you this because we've done this with over 10,000 people in the last 14 years that we've been here at Dream Body Fitness. And this is the time that it's taken us to perfect this system. And we have biometric data to prove it. So if you feel like this is something that you want to try, something that you're ready to try, click on the link below, take the scorecard, see if you're ready, if you qualify, if you're in the right mindset, if your metabolism is at the right place where we can help you, if you are ready to put in the work, apply, take the scorecard, and we'll take it there. God bless you, take care, and hope to see you soon at Dream Body Fitness.